What if your final breath isn't the end? What if death is not a void, but a doorway, a transition, not into nothingness, but into the deepest realms of consciousness itself? Welcome, soul traveler, to the mystery of mysteries. Today we journey beyond the veil, guided by one of the most enigmatic texts ever written, the Bardo Thödol, known in the West as the Tibetan Book of the Dead. But be warned, this isn't just a book about dying. It's a map through visions, illusions, revelations, and rebirth. And what it reveals could change how you understand death and life forever. By the end of this journey, you won't just have a glimpse into what lies beyond. You'll have tools to live more clearly, courageously, and consciously. Are you ready? In the West, we treat death as a clinical event. Heart stops, brain goes silent, and we mourn. But in Tibetan mysticism, death is far more than an ending. It's a bardo, a sacred in-between, a moment outside of time, a chance for liberation, and remarkably, what this 1,000-year-old text describes mirrors what modern science is only beginning to understand. People who've had near-death experiences speak of blinding light, radiant beings, panoramic life reviews, and a peace beyond words. Sound familiar? The Bardo Thödol outlines these moments with eerie precision, not as hallucinations, but as stages of the soul's awakening. Even modern psychology agrees. Carl Jung once said, "Gods and demons are projections of the unconscious, inescapable until understood as parts of ourselves." This book goes further, suggesting that death strips away the masks, and in that raw, lucid space, we don't just see what lies beyond. We see who we really are. The Bardo Thödol doesn't offer vague poetry or abstract metaphors. It gives us a map, precise, mystical, and terrifyingly beautiful. This map outlines 3 bardos, 3 stages every soul passes through after death. The Chikai Bardo, the moment of death. This is the threshold, the instant when the breath stops and the body fades. But in this silence, something awakens. A radiant, all-encompassing light appears, the clear light of pure awareness. This light isn't external. It is you, your unfiltered consciousness beyond ego or identity. If you recognize it, you are instantly liberated. But for most, the light is overwhelming, and they turn away. And so, the journey continues. The Chonyid Bardo, the Bardo of visions. Here, the soul is no longer tethered to form. You are thought, memory, emotion, and those inner forces become your reality. You meet luminous deities, radiant Buddhas, and wrathful demons. But none are real. They are mirrors, projections of your fears, desires, traumas, and attachments. Recognize them as illusions, and you awaken. Cling to them as real, and the cycle deepens. The Sidpa Bardo, the Bardo of becoming. Now comes the pull of rebirth. Your karma, every thought, word, and deed, acts like gravity. You are drawn toward a new life, a new body, a new veil of forgetfulness. Unless you remember, unless you can see clearly and choose stillness over the storm. Because even here, at the edge of incarnation, there's a final doorway to freedom. These bardos are not punishments. They are reflections, vast symbolic dreamscapes revealing the essence of the self. They show us not what we deserve, but what we are. Imagine this. You've just died. But instead of darkness, there is light. Not a glow, not a beam, but a blinding, all-consuming brilliance that dissolves everything you've ever known. This is the clear light, what the Tibetan sages call osel. It is the mind's original nature, unconditioned, pure, infinite. No thoughts, no self, no fear, just the radiant truth of what is. But here's the paradox. This light, this gateway to liberation, is too vast for for the untrained mind. To the ego, it feels like annihilation. And so, most souls recoil. Rather than merging with it, they grasp for form, for identity, for familiarity. And in that grasping, the opportunity is lost. The soul descends into illusion. But the masters say, if you recognize the clear light as yourself, you are free. This moment doesn't require belief, ritual, or dogma. It requires clarity. It requires the courage to let go of names, of stories, of being someone. That is the first revelation. The truth isn't something you see, it's something you remember. Now, imagine this. You didn't merge with the light. You blinked, and in that blink, reality changes. You find yourself in a swirling realm of gods, beasts, and terrifying figures. Some shimmer with peace, others burn with fury. You're in the Chonyid Bardo, the realm of visions. But these are not deities in the way we understand them. They are you. The peaceful figures, they are your compassion, your wisdom, your untapped love. The wrathful ones, they are your rage, your fear, your shadows unmet. Each vision is a projection from your subconscious, intensified into form. They confront you, not to punish you, but to reflect you. Like Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. This bardo is your mind, turned inside out. Here's the secret. The beings that terrify you dissolve when seen clearly. The ones you cling to disappear when embraced without attachment. Each is a test, not of faith, but of awareness. Will you recognize the dream as a dream, or will you become lost inside it? The deeper mystery is this. Hell is not a place, it is forgetting, and heaven is simply remembering. The visions fade. You've moved beyond the mirror. Now, there's only pull, a magnetic yearning, an ache in the soul. You've entered the Tibetan Bardo, the bardo of becoming. Here, karma becomes gravity. Every desire, every fear, every hidden thought begins to swirl around you, shaping the next life you'll be drawn into. You may see images of couples uniting, wombs glowing with light, visions of lives you might enter. These aren't just symbols, they're doorways, paths your soul is being called to walk. But this choosing isn't conscious. It's karmic resonance. If your mind clings to fear, you'll be pulled into a life where that fear repeats. If you've cultivated clarity, you may rise beyond it, or even choose not to return. And so, we reach the turning point, rebirth or release. Will you spiral back into samsara, or will you awaken in the space between? The Tibetan Bardo teaches a truth few dare to face. You are not a victim of fate. You are the composer of your next incarnation, not by what you wish for, but by what you carry deep inside. What if the bardos aren't just about death? What if they're happening right now? Every heartbreak, every career change, every illness, every spiritual awakening. These are all mini-deaths, sacred transitions, personal bardos. And the same teachings that guide the soul after death can guide you through the chaos of life. Recognize the clear light in daily moments. That stillness you feel just before falling asleep. The silence after a deep breath. The awe that floods your chest when you gaze at the stars. These are glimpses of the clear light, your timeless awareness. Pause, breathe, witness. Face your visions with courage. Every trigger, every judgment, every fear is your wrathful deity. But instead of running from it, talk to it. Ask, what are you here to teach me? When you face your inner demons with compassion, they often reveal themselves as guardians in disguise. Shape your karma now. You are generating the future every moment. Your thoughts are intentions. Your emotions are frequencies. Your choices are brushstrokes on the canvas of your next life. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be conscious. Practice consciousness, transference, phawa. This ancient Tibetan technique trains the mind to launch awareness toward the clear light at death. But it's more than that. It's a way to live directed, with intention, clarity, and purpose. Every time you pause and consciously return to presence, you're practicing dying well. Contemplate impermanence. Begin your mornings not with dread, but with reverence. Say silently, "This day may be my last. How shall I live it?" It will not make you morbid. It will make you awake. The secret is, death isn't something to prepare for someday. It's something to practice today. And in that practice, we become free. Step back now. Widen the lens. Zoom beyond the borders of this single life. What if your soul has walked this path countless times? What if this isn't your first bardo, and it won't be your last? In Tibetan cosmology, life and death are not opposites. They are dancers, endlessly circling. Birth is not a beginning. Death is not an end. They are doors in the great mansion of consciousness. Each life is a lesson, each death a mirror, and each bardo a classroom for the soul. Think of your soul like a sculptor. Each life, it chisels away falsehood, attachment, illusion. Lifetime after lifetime, it sheds its armor, until all that remains is the truth of what you are. Pure awareness, boundless love, undivided light. You are not a name. You are not a story. You are not even a body. You are the witness behind the dream, learning to awaken within it. This is the transcendence that the Bardo Thödol whispers, "You were never lost. You simply forgot. The light was always you." There is a saying among mystics, "Die before you die," not as a morbid mantra, but as the great invitation to let go of the false self now, to cross the threshold now, to awaken now. The Tibetan Book of the Dead was never just for the dying. It was for the living. It was for those brave enough to turn inward and dissolve the illusion of permanence. So here's the cosmic invitation. Let each moment die. Let each breath pass without clinging. Let each identity rise and fall like a wave. And in that surrender, find the shoreless ocean of who you truly are. When you die before you die, fear loses its grip. Time slows, presence sharpens, love becomes infinite, and life, real life, begins. You no longer wait for death to wake up. You live like you are awake, because you are. So now we return to the beginning. What happens after the last breath? Perhaps the more important question is, what happens before it? Will you drift, asleep in the illusion of separation? Or will you walk this life as one already awakened? The Bardo Thödol is not just a sacred text. It is a mirror. It reflects your fears, your wisdom, your longings, and your light. It teaches that death is not the enemy. Oblivion is not the fear. The true tragedy is forgetting who you are. But the gift is remembering. So, soul traveler, if this message resonated with something deep within you, that ancient memory of light and truth, then carry it forward. Live as if every moment is a threshold. Speak as if your words shape your next life. Love as if it's the only thing that survives death, because it is. If this journey stirred something in you, don't let it end here. Like, subscribe, share this with a fellow seeker. Comment below. What do you believe happens after death? Your insight could be the spark for someone else's awakening. And next time, we'll explore another forgotten doorway, another veil ready to lift. Until then, remember who you are. Walk gently between worlds and shine your light beyond the veil.